Hey everybody, how we doing? So today we're on to our last day of editing. I know you thought it would never come. Me too. Um, but we're here finally. It's awesome, right? Now, what I would suggest for you to do is I'll go through one thing, pause it, look through your work, fix it, play again, pause it, fix it, and keep doing that until you're all the way at step number 7. By that time, you'll be in really good shape, but still, look through it again one more time, and tomorrow look through it. It's not due till Friday, so you could even revise and edit it Friday. You just need to submit it by the end of the day Friday. All right, so the first thing we want to look at today is something that I've been noticing many mistakes on as I've looked through some of your stories. Specific names of groups and locations need to be capitalized. Nazis, Freedom Riders, Auschwitz, Out with, Germany, Austria, Berlin. Okay, these are all specific names of groups of people, places, cities, countries, things based off of countries like Spanish, English. Capitalize all those. Next one, and this has been a tough one for some of you. Capitalize the important words in titles. So verbs, yes, they get capitalized, like is. People tend not to capitalize is in titles because they think, oh, it's a small word, I don't capitalize it. That's not true. It just so happens that most words that are small don't get capitalized in titles. Things like articles, a, and, the, and small prepositions. Excuse me, I can't spell. So, to, from, any words like that, they don't get capitalized. Now, it starts to turn into a little bit of a gray area when you have big prepositions, like you have the word throughout. Throughout's a huge word, and that's a preposition. So we will tend to capitalize it. And also, you should always capitalize the first word and then the last word, even though if those might be prepositions. Like I would capitalize to kill a mocking bird, a book that you'll read in high school. I capitalize to, I capitalize kill. I don't capitalize that's an article, it's small, and I capitalize mockingbird. Next, and this is a big one, this shows that you care about your story. It shows you're paying attention. It shows you're smart, observant, and you pay close attention to detail. Check the spelling of historical names, places, characters, and events, and more in your story. If you don't spell someone's name correctly from the past or from history, or the name of a place or even your own character correctly, it doesn't look good for you, right? It makes you seem like less of an authority. You always want to be an authority, and you always want to be able to lure people into your story. Help them to believe your story and what you're saying. And when they see things like this, they tend to give up on you in a way, or they tend to not trust you as much. So always give people the most reason to trust you. And that's easy. Just Google it, Susan. 4. Remember the comma after introductory phrases or sentences that start off with transitions. Okay, so this has been a pretty big one, right? We're still working on this. I know I've mentioned it to you before, and I know we can still work on it. And here's the rule that I've been telling everyone. Read the sentence out loud to yourself. And if you pause, you need a comma. So what do I mean by starts off with an introductory phrase? Let's see here. Although he liked pasta, he didn't like ravioli. I mean, that's a shame. Like, who doesn't like ravioli? But hey, that's up to him. So, although he liked pasta, comma. So, anytime I have some kind of transition word, next, also, in addition, I'm going to have a comma at the end of the phrase or sometimes right after it. Usually when I start off the sentence with a word like also, I put a comma right there. Again, just say it out loud to yourself or have someone at home say it out loud to you. If you notice them pause, put the comma. Next one, and this is an annoying kind of phrase that shows up in our vocabulary because we're very vocal people, right? We talk to each other, and especially being New Yorkers, we tend to talk quickly and fast. So when we do, sometimes we kind of squish words together. Could, of, should, of, would, of. When we're talking, we say it real fast. So it sounds like we say could have. No. It sounds like we say should have. No. And it sounds like we say would have. No. What we're really saying is could have, should have, would have. You do not use the word of with could, should, or would. Right? So just go through your work, search for of, I would suggest, or search for could, should, and would. Those are two good ways to make sure you did not make this mistake. Number 6, and this is a often overlooked one. Grammar and spell check. Now you know in Google Docs, built in. You have to forgive my handwriting here. It's really bad. Oh. It's built in to Google Docs. All you have to do, you go into the menu and you do a grammar and spell check. And it's going to help you with quite a lot. Especially if have you seen your story with blue lines under it? That's what it means. Grammar and spell check has found something. And I would also suggest Googling it. Okay, Google up some grammar and spell checks. You'll find a few pretty good sites that work nicely where you could paste your story in and it'll give you tips, hints, suggestions. And that certainly can't hurt. And then the last thing, and this is the big thing, Look at the rubric that I attached to your last assignment. And honestly, grade yourself. See what you would get in each area. And if you feel like you did a really great job and you're really proud of what you've done and the grade that you think you deserve, then that's great. And then you should just wrap things up and you can submit. But if you feel like there's still work to do, go in, fix it, make it better, make it stronger. Okay? This could even be a very good time to work with your partner. Now, partners, be nice to each other here, but also be honest, right? You could be honest in a nice way. Let your partner read by sharing the story with him or her, and tell them how you would grade them. Let them know things that should be fixed. And you could even do this with someone at home. I'm sure your parents aren't busy at all, right? No, I'm sure they're at home working. But if they do have any free time and if they do want to talk with you or you have a brother or sister at home, then this would be a great time. So look, you have any questions or comments? Let me know. I'm planning to do a few Zoom sessions coming up soon just to help a few of you out. I'm still looking at some of your work. Almost there. We're almost there. Stick with it, okay? All right, bye.